A golden question that's asked a million times over is, what are the best niches for coupled SMS? Every single one of them's burnt. Positive reply rate shit. Show rate's terrible. Which one should I go after? Which one's the gold mine? Let's begin. I'm going to rate every single one of them. And I have a very long list to go through. Let's just jump straight to it. We'll begin with our first one, which, guess what, is roofing. All right, that one's done. You know why. Siding, I would put in the exact same category. Roofing and siding. Siding would probably be like, I'd say E tier. Just because it is slightly less targeted. A little bit lower ticket. Just overall not a fantastic niche. Let's go to the next one here. Gutters. Gutters is decent because, again, there is not a lot of people targeting it. But the big issue is it is low ticket. That's the reason I put it in E tier. Moving on, let's see what else we got. We got windows. Windows I'd pair up with doors, windows and doors. I actually believe that's probably going to be B tier. Not a lot of people target that. Windows and doors. The reason I put them in here and not higher is purely down to the fact that they have like a slower sales cycle. So what you got to understand with a lot of these like windows and doors, it's something that people look at for a long period of time before moving forward with it. Or like materials take a long time to come, especially for windows. But yeah, still relatively high ticket, pretty good. You can target them with ads as well. Garage doors. I fucking love this shit. I'm going to put it in S tier. Garage doors, to put it to you clearly. If you do replacements, garage door replacement, it's a very, very good niche. Mainly because, well, it's high ticket and everyone needs a garage. If it's garage door repairs, it's not as good because it's low ticket, right? That doesn't cost much. If we go to fencing, I'm also going to put pretty high up. I'm going to probably put it in probably B tier. The reason I don't put it higher is because it's like with exterior work, like it's fucking seasonal. It's very, very seasonal. Fencing can be sometimes like mid to low ticket as well, so I wouldn't really put it higher than that. If we move into concrete, we got classic concrete, stamped concrete, pavers. I think let's just do that. Let's just call it concrete. Concrete overall, I'm going to go ahead and put in A tier. It's still fantastic. Yes, it's quite burnt, but it's a fucking great niche because it's very, very high quality. The service delivery is also quite easy. With retaining walls, I'm going to go ahead and put it in D tier. Service delivery is very fucking hard. It's ass. Asphalt, I'm just going to go ahead and pair it up with concrete. I'd still leave it in A tier. Service delivery is a little tough sometimes, but it's still good. If we go to remodeling, right? Kitchen, where would I place kitchen? Kitchen's probably B tier, to be honest with you. Let me be honest with you. If you can get guys in kitchen, you're going to print for them for a very long time and you'll retain them. But they're hard to sign. With bathroom, like, I'm probably going to put it probably a little bit below, like, C tier. With bathroom remodeling, it's been burnt so many times before, and bathrooms are quite, like, low barrier to entry for a lot of contractors. So they legit can just, like, get into it ASAP. They don't even need a lot of equipment. They don't need a very good crew. They don't need to be good at what they do. Whereas with kitchens, they really, really do. So you get better quality. Let's see what's next. Basement remodeling, that is S tier. Love that shit. Love that. It's a great niche, mainly because it's very high ticket. There's not a lot of people that are targeting it, and it's still under remodeling. Home additions. All right, now we're entering interesting territory. That's an A tier, right? The reason it's an A tier and not S tier is purely because it's incredibly high ticket, but service delivery is hard because there's not a lot of home addition work that goes on. But it's still very, very good. General remodeling, we'll just ignore. Flooring. When it comes to flooring, I mean, this is kind of an interesting one, right? With flooring, I mean, a lot of people have targeted this niche. Like, it's been blasted to fucking shit. With epoxy, I'm probably going to put it in C tier. Epoxy's not very good. Don't get me wrong, service delivery is quite easy, but the acquisition is a little bit ass. But, you know, still, it's a decent niche. When it comes to hardwood or just any normal flooring, I'm just going to kind of go through here. We won't do carpet flooring. We'll just do, like, general flooring. I'm going to put that in A tier. I really like the flooring niche because, again, it isn't targeted as much, but it's still relatively, it's like mid to low ticket, but it's still good. Like, the sales cycle's quick. You can get them cash fast. I actually really like deck builders. I'm going to put that in S tier. Decks. That's a very good niche. Very easy service delivery. You'll be surprised about these deck builders. Like, you might think they're quite low ticket, but to be honest with you, they do have a little bit of cash to invest. And I know it's seasonal, I know it's exterior, but it's very popular depending on the state that you're targeting. All right, let's move forward a little bit longer as well. So we've done deck builders, patio builders. All right, let's go here. So we've got patio builders. Where would I put them? I'm going to stick them with concrete. Stick them in here for the same reasons as concrete, by the way. And then I'm going to go with pool contractors. Put it down here. The reason pool contractors is low is because it can be low ticket. It can also be very high ticket if you get the right people. And there's like the TAM is tiny. There's barely any of them. You'll burn through that list fast. It might be good for the short term, but damn, that's going to burn out real fast. When it comes to like landscaping, let me be very, very clear. Landscaping's an okay niche. It is good. But I am going to put all of this in F tier. Because it's used and abused heavily. Like, it's also quite low ticket unless you go with the really, really high ticket stuff. But even then, service delivery is very, very seasonal. The clients themselves are not very, for the most part, and again, this is just based on what I'm seeing. Like, I'm not straight up telling you this is the fact. Like, this is what I've seen. They are not the most business intelligent people I've ever met. Meaning the renewals are hard, the service delivery is hard. A lot of the time because the clients themselves are not very good at running their business. Restoration. Yes. Now we get into the good stuff. Alrighty. Let's go into water. Resto. Water restoration is S tier. It is fantastic. Very high ticket, very high business IQ owners, and you can charge them a shitload. Fire damage restoration. This is also S tier. Fire damage. Very, very good for the exact same reasons. It's urgent. It's needed. You want to be doing Google ads for both of those, not necessarily Meta ads for the service delivery, but it's very, very good. Mold remediation. Love it. Again, for the exact same reasons, it's needed. It's very easy to advertise. And with that, you can actually use Facebook because it isn't as urgent. Then we get into like painting. Painting I actually kind of like. A little bit like lower ticket, so that's why it's down here. But painting service delivery, we get our guys like $11 cost per qualified lead through landing page and like maybe $15 to $20 cost per booked appointment. Like it's actually really good. It's a good niche, but quite low ticket. So the guys do struggle to pay like high ticket retainers unless they do full house repaints. Pressure washing, no. Need I say more? Incredibly low ticket. When it comes to roof cleaning, I mean, I'm gonna put it into here with roofing. Like it's terrible. It's very low ticket, like very, very low ticket. When it comes to HVAC, I'm gonna stick that in S tier too. A lot of people think it's burnt to shit. Maybe it is, but it's actually an incredible niche. Like really, really good because it's very high ticket. Again, the business owners are experienced with lead generation. They're like a sophisticated market, but at the same time, they're a little bit burnt. But they have a lot of money to invest, and the service delivery is so easy. Very, very easy. Because again, it's a need, not a want. When it comes to plumbing, I'm going to put that in D tier. Do I like them? Yes. But would I put them high up? No. Here's the reason. It's an emergency style like service that is somewhat low ticket unless you're doing like very high ticket plumbing jobs, which are rare to come across. So those guys, again, do also struggle to pay. Electrical, I do also put in the same niche. I kind of put them side by side, D tier. They're still good because the tradies are like pretty clever business owners. Like they can plan ahead. They're somewhat intelligent. But like, again, the money is just not there for high ticket stuff. Now, if we go into structural, we've got like foundation repair. I'm going to put that in F tier. It's just very, very, like, it's a small TAM. On top of that, there is not a huge amount of those contractors in foundation repair. However, in something like water, I know it's totally end of the spectrum, and it's kind of similar to foundation repair, but it's totally different. Waterproofing, the need is so different. Waterproofing's great. That's S tier, 100% love that. That could be like walls, basements, waterproofing. Basement waterproofing is very, very good. It's kind of like tied in with water restoration, basement remodeling, that sort of thing. When it comes to site work, excavation, you guys probably think it's really good. It isn't. It's terrible. Been in that niche for a very long time, made a lot of money, and they're terrible operators for the most part. Land clearing, exactly the same story. Probably F tier in all honesty. I know a lot of people aren't expecting that answer from me, but it's dreadful. You cannot scale your business in land clearing. I know maybe 1 or 2 people probably have, but the TAM is tiny. The intelligence of the market is utterly low. They don't know how to manage their finances as a business. You cannot scale them. You can just get a little bit of cash from them, and that's about it. Demolition, exactly the same. That's straight away down here. I've done that one too. Its service delivery is ass. Grading, I'm going to go ahead and just call that land clearing, to be honest with you. It's pretty much the same thing. And then when it comes to specialty services, solar is down here. Let's see what else we got. Glass installation. I do like that niche, so I'm going to put it around about here. Basically, glass installers. It's good because it's like mid-ticket, but it's hit or miss. They kind of tie in with windows and doors, so the glass installers are usually broker people that just do the installations. I'm going to put insulation up here in probably A tier, to be honest with you. If it's like spray foam insulation, it's much better. If it's any other type of insulation, it's a little bit lower, maybe B tier. Outdoor kitchens, really like that niche, especially if you're targeting like high income places. Let's do that. Very, very good, especially like California. We have a lot of guys in California that do outdoor kitchens. Outdoor lighting, I'm going to go ahead and put that in C tier just because it's a little bit lower ticket, lower demand. I actually lie. That's kind of higher ticket. It is good, like for money. Like they can make a lot of money per job, but the job frequency is incredibly low. And you can also get like a lot of, let me be honest, you can get a lot of companies that are like Christmas lights, Halloween lights, and all that shit. You do not want those types of companies. So yeah, just to kind of summarize, boys, this is the entire setup right here. You can see the entire spread. Everyone and their dog's going to be jumping on these. That's why I have probably another 30 niches I didn't even put in this video that are S tier, because I got to gatekeep them. Don't you worry. This is not all of them. This is just some of them. Hopefully this was helpful. I know it will be. So have a great rest of your day.